Yo, what's going on? This is clearly no debate. Um, I'm back with my first recap in a minute. Fourth of July was yesterday, so happy related Fourth of July to everybody. I hope y'all had a great Fourth of July. Hope the fireworks was good, the food was good, the family and the good times and more memories was good. Okay, I would like to do a recap of official versus Shooney the rapper. The one reason why I'm giving a recap to a lot of women battle rap because I said to myself, I said, these girls be putting on a lot of fucking work, and sometimes they don't get they just do, unless they on a big platform like a URL or a, uh, KOTD or so on and so forth. So I felt like that, it was only right, man, that as much love that we show the fellas, we got to also show the ladies some love too, because the ladies be putting on some pretty exciting, good battles as well. The reason why I picked this particular battle is because I don't know if anybody knew, but last week, official who now goes by Official Real Rap on Twitter. I don't know if she changed her IG name, but on Twitter, she goes by Official Real Rap now. She announced her retirement and said that she's basically focusing on music. And I picked this particular battle because, Official is a heavy hitter. Shooney, the rapper, is a heavy hitter. And to me, before I hit play on this, I honestly thought that this was going to be really like a good battle. When I first heard that it was being announced by let me get the name right, Superior Entertainment Arena. Shout out to them. Um, I was really interested in this battle. Okay, so the battle had finally dropped last week. I ended up watching it a couple of times and ended up letting it sit with me before I finally decided like how I was going to break this battle down. So I decided to break this battle down a little bit differently. I'm going to start from the third round and work my way to the first round. And once I get to the first round, you'll probably understand why I decided to do it this way. So again, big shout out to both Official and Shooney the rapper. It was a pretty entertaining battle up until a couple of hiccups that happened in the battle, but it was still a pretty entertaining battle from both of these young ladies. So salute Shooney, salute Official. Let's go ahead and get started with the recap. Okay, so third round because Shooney had went first throughout the battle, but like I said, I'm just starting from the third round and I'm gonna work my way up to the first. Third round, Shooney started out warm. She started out warm in this round or whatever, but she instantly started heating up. She had a couple of great lines towards Official. She had the Chicago flight line that I thought was pretty dope or whatever, and I ended up having to pull that back a couple of a couple of times because I thought it was a pretty dope line. Of course, she ended up having throughout getting warmed up and started to heat up in the battle. She had a slight stumble a little bit in the third, but she ended up getting it back. And then she talked about the black and Spanish line, and then she started. She basically hit with the old red translation. Then her whole time up the black and Spanish line. So I thought that was pretty dope. And then of course she went into why NWX had put Official down with them, from Big T putting down because she looked like family, DNA because she looked like his mammy, and then K Shine because she basically alluded that K Shine thought Official was a tranny. That's why he put her down with NWX. She had a crazy Sparrow line, and then of course she had a crazy getting it shaky on like Jello line or whatever that basically ended up getting everybody back into the crowd. So I thought, it was a pretty stellar round for Shooney. She was punching, she was poised, she showed why she was a vet. Even though she had the slight stumble in the beginning, she got it back like a vet, and she kept pushing through her rounds. Official, her third round was a little short, but Official third round seemed was also a little bit effective. She had the laying down the verse Pro Tool line that was pretty crazy to me. Of course, she had broke down the whole thing of Shooney working at Nike, talking about Shooney only spray when she trying to show that the shoes is waterproof. Talking about the last time she checked, a price gun don't kill people. Of course, she had the crazy Jazz the Rapper line that that she ended her round with. But again, her third round was a little bit short, and I don't know if that she felt that she was going to do enough in the first 2 rounds to win the battle. That's why she cut her 3rd round short. Or if she just was like, you know what, if it comes down to it, I'm gonna just go ahead and give her that round or whatever. But could it also be that? Excuse me. Could it also be the fact that Shooney's round was a little bit longer, and Shooney was like, you know what, she was gonna put all of her bullets into this 3rd round to make sure that whatever happens, that she could kill whatever it was in the 3rd round. With that being said, though, despite the slight slip up in the 3rd round, I ended up giving the 3rd round to Shooney. I thought Shooney's 3rd round, like I said, she was punching a little bit more effectively. Official had some effective punches as well, but I thought Shooney punches was a little bit more effective in the 3rd round, and I ended up giving Shooney the 3rd round. On to the 2nd round, that's when things started to get a little bit different because, again, like I said, if you watch the battle, Shooney goes first, so we go, and I'm doing everything backwards. 2nd round, Shooney started out hot. You know, she started freestyling, rebuttaling a lot of what Official had said to her in the 1st round. We'll get into that, but she freestyled a lot of stuff that Official was saying, you know, involving Fair Funeral, her, and Fettuccine 20. That ain't my business. I'm just here talking about the battle rapping. Anyway, but I personally thought that, you know, Shooney did her thing when she was getting her freestyle on or whatever. Again, she was getting her swag on or whatever. Then, of course, she had the crazy, you know, the only time I follow behind funerals is when, you know, is when I'm making sure I'm about to bury you. And then, boom, she choked. Shooney had a crazy choke. And I honestly thought she was going to get it back. She kept trying to get it back, and she could not get it back. For the life of her, it was like she couldn't get it back. And it looked crazy because Shooney's first round was so nice. I honestly thought that this could have been a runaway victory for her or whatever, because Official's first round was just as nice as well. But at the same time, I thought the freestyle was going to neglect everything that Official said in her first round. And it was really, really bad that she choked where she choked or whatever, because she started out with a freestyle, she jumped into her writtens, and then she just choked. And I give her props for trying to get it back a couple of times, but she just couldn't get it back or whatever. And so then we go into Official's 2nd round. Official, you know, she came with the 8-year degree line. That was crazy to me. She had, of course, the Jesus Walk on C line. And, you know, again, C is the acronym for Superior Entertainment Arena, where they were the card they was battling for. Of course, she had the to me, what I thought was crazy Official did, she was did the difference between, you know, her mother and Shooney's mother, you know, and all of that. So I thought that was crazy what she was doing. And then, of course, she had the melanin line when she, you know, she was talking about, you're talking about my melanin, I'm gonna knock your melanin and all of that. So that was really, really crazy. And even though Shooney was started out hot in the 2nd round, you know, despite the choke, I ended up giving the 2nd round to Official. Now, on to the 1st round, and this is why I decided to do all of this backwards. It's because the 1st round is the closest round in this battle to me. The 1st round is the very closest round in this battle. Shooney, she had, you know, the Jazz Big Headline, you know, that was crazy. She had a lot of O flips. She talked about O stumbling a lot of her battles. Of course, she had the Ocho Cinco line because the name of this card was Cinco. And if I remember correctly, this battle took place May 5th of this year. But, you know, Shooney was really cooking. She was very, very poised or whatever. And it was a crazy, crazy 1st round for her. Of course, you know, Official, you know, she came at Shooney with the Deja Vu line, talking about, you know, she had have her hitman killer in the hallway. And, you know, basically everybody know that hitman battle Shooney and Pharaoh in the hallway. And everybody said how that battle turned out. Official had a crazy, crazy, crazy R&B group setup that she was hitting Shooney the rapper with. And of course, she had the Million Man March Farrakhan line, of course. And then, like I said, she alluded to a lot about what happened between Fettuccine, Shooney, and Farrah Funeral and all of that in her first round. And with this round being so close, I literally had to sit with this battle. That's why I didn't do a quick recap. I really had to sit with this battle because I was like, dog, it goes down to the first round. Despite the fact that Shooney did choke in the second round, Shooney still had a great third. Shooney still had a stellar first. Official had a stellar first, stellar second, stellar third. And with that being said, my results after watching this battle a few times, I gave this battle to Official 2-1. I gave Official the first round with a slight edge. I gave her the second round, and then Shooney, of course, ended up getting the third round. So to me, I thought it was a good battle, but I got a sidebar something. And my sidebar is that in the first round, Shooney talked about how Official stumbled a lot. She alluded to that a lot, that Official stumbles a lot in her battles. And it kind of backfired and it kind of weakened everything Shooney was saying when Shooney choked in the second round. Don't get me wrong, Official did have a few stumbles in this battle. She did. But it neglects everything you say. When you talk about somebody stumbling in their battles, their previous battles, and then you stand up against them and you choke. And though they both are heavy hitters in the battle rap community, as far as the women go, Official was very poised in this battle. She was punching, and you would never thought that this was Official's last battle because she wasn't rapping like this was her final battle. She was rapping like, I'm trying to put this girl head in the bag. And Shooney was rapping like, yo, I'm trying to put this girl head in the bag as well. And I think had that choke not happened, we were inclined to possibly seeing a classic. And the reason why I say that is because the third round was the only clear round I gave Shooney. And it wasn't because of just all of the bars. It was the fact that Official cut her third round so short because the first round was neck and neck. To me, the first round was neck and neck. I literally had to watch this battle a few times to really gather who I was going to give this battle to. And I ended up edging the first round to Official on the simple fact that Official, to me, she had a few more haymakers that I honestly liked over Shooney's or whatever. And the fact that Shooney choked in the second round, it kind of took away that one piece of element that she had in her first round, talking about Official stumbling. And with that, like I said, with that being said, I think it's a good battle. I still think a lot of people should check the battle out. It has a little bit of replay value to it because both of them they came well with their best. They didn't bullshit it or just didn't get there and say, oh, I'm about to pick up a check real quick, so let me go ahead and spit these bars and get it done. Like they both actually came, trying to take one another's heads off. And like I said, the reason why I recapped everything backwards to forward is because the first round to me was the most crucial round to who won this battle. Everything goes down to the first round. Shooney choked in the second round, so it clearly goes to Official. Even though Official had nice bars in the second round, it still clearly goes to Official, no matter how you cut it. Then it goes down to the third. The third, Shooney ran away with it because two reasons. One, her bars was a little bit more potent than Official's in the third, and secondly, Official cut her round shorter. The closest round was the first round. The closest round. So we're going into this battle 1-1. The closest round was the first, and I edged it to Official. I personally thought that Official had a little bit more. And like I said, with my sidebar, this is to all rappers, no matter if it's female or if it's male. Please, if you're talking about that's somebody's weakness, and then you go into the battle and that end up being your weakness, it's going to damn near neglect or negate everything that you're saying. It's going to do that. It's going to make it look really, really bad. And like I said, when Shooney was talking about how Official stumbles throughout her battles and all of that. And I was like, I'm sitting up here thinking, because I've seen official battle before. I'm like, yeah, official have had some stumbles. And you go into the second and choke, that killed everything that killed most of what you said in the first to me. So I still think it's a good battle from both of them. But like I said, I'm going with official 2-1, especially if this really is official's final battle and she's retiring. Yo, I salute y'all both. Y'all did y'all thing. That's to both Shooney and official. I think it was a crazy battle. I think y'all still should check it out, give it a shot. But I got official 2-1. I got official 2-1, man. So with that being said, this weekend coming up is Initiation. I already dropped my prediction blog on who I think is going to win on that card. So let's get ready. Summer Madness is coming. The Rare Breeds card is coming. This is Clearly No Debate the Gentleman. I'll holler at y'all next time, man.